Hey everyone, in this tutorial we're going to take a look at how you can transfer physics-enabled clothing from Character Creator to Blender for physics simulation. In this example, we're going to use the Viking cape that you see on the screen. The first thing we need to do is to create a weight map, so let's export the OBJ for the selected item and then import into Blender. From there, we can enter texture paint mode and create a new texture, being sure to name it weight map. Then, using the fill tool, we can switch to gradient mode with a monochromatic color blend and click and drag down the length of the cape to create our weight map. The black will be the area less influenced by physics, so it will stay firm, while the white area will flap around more. We can then save out this image as a PNG. Back in CC, we can activate physics on the cape and import that texture into the weight map channel. After that, you can use the turntable feature to get a nice showcase, and be sure to enable rigid and soft cloth simulation on your project, which you can do from the toolbar. You can apply other motions to get a better look at the results. Once we're satisfied, we can apply an animation and export the character to Blender using the Pipeline Tools plugin with Blender Auto Setup. This ensures that all of the materials are assigned correctly. Back in Blender, ensure that you have the physics option enabled in the Auto Setup panel and import in your character. You can quickly utilize any of the lighting presets available to get a better visual result. For best physics simulation results, it's a good idea to add a subdivision surface modifier to the cape, then right-click and select Shade Smooth. We can then hit play to begin the simulation. It's looking good so far. We can switch to the CC IC Create tab of the Auto Setup panel to refine the cloth results even further, with parameters like fabric texture and collision distance. I can choose a silk texture preset and increase the collision distance to give the cape a bit more flair. It's also a good idea to use self-collision as well. In this scenario, you'll notice that we have cloth collision enabled on most of our character meshes, however, it's not applied to the axe. We can click on Add Cloth Collision with that mesh selected. Here you can get a good look at the before and after results with the proper collisions enabled. You can also refine the weight map directly from the Auto Setup panel as well, using the Paint Weight Map feature, which automatically switches to texture paint mode. We can then use the same gradient fill tool to apply a different weight map. When you're finished, hit Done Weight Painting to apply the changes. After you do this, be sure to hit Reset Simulation and play back once more. Finally, let's look at how to export the simulated results in Alembic format back into iClone. If we play back our animation here, the physics simulation results will be baked to the timeline, and we'll see a blue line appear there. To rebake, simply click the play button again. Let's ensure we have the character's cloak selected, then go up to Export an ABC Alembic file from the File menu, being sure that we have Selection Only checked. Back in iClone, let's now hide the character's original cloak and import in the ABC file we just exported. You may have scale differences between the two environments, but generally you'll want to set the scale to 100 here. After that, we can play back to see the results. To get the materials consistent between the two cloaks, you can simply save the iMaterial file from the original and then load it back onto the imported one from Blender. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.